You can probably create the best thumbnail anyone's ever seen in the world right now using basic simple tools, and I'm going to show you how to do that. First of all, I want to lay out some ground rules. The thumbnail must be overwhelmingly colorful. The thumbnail must have a shocked face or like a really exaggerated, confused expression or something. And the third rule is that it must be simple, and these three things will ensure that your thumbnails are going to get clicked on by children all around the world. We are going to use the free software Paint.net. You can use anything else you want, but Paint.net is free and it's basic, and you can learn how to use it in like 2 seconds. First of all, you have to make sure to take a good thumbnail photo, and it is completely okay to pose for your thumbnails. You should keep your mic out of the way and have your headphones off ideally. If anybody says it's cringe, it means they're just a hater. You need to go into Paint.net and make sure you have a 1280 by 720 image. I'm going to move it here to the left just so you guys can see it. You want to copy and paste your expression that you just made. And the first task is to cut out our silhouette so we can add a background behind it. In Paint.net, if you don't know what you're doing, you can literally just use an eraser tool and get like a large brush and do this. And then there's like little precise parts. You can lower your brush size and then zoom in and like get rid of these as well. Once you're happy with this kind of rough cutout, you can select the lasso select tool and choose everything within this area. And I have a cool little trick to remove everything outside of it. Do that, click Control I, and then just click the delete button on your keyboard. And bish bash bosh, you now have a beautiful cutout that totally does not have any flaws. The next part is very important. You have to make a new layer and put it underneath it and insert an image of the Bliss desktop wallpaper background from Windows XP. You can zoom in a little bit, and that looks kind of fine. Now hide the layer of your face, and we need to do some cleanup work because this has way too much detail. It needs to be as simple as possible. Select the stamp tool, move the hardness all the way down, pick like a reasonable brush size, and now we're going to take away the sky. It's going to disappear. Control click, and then brush. It's kind of hard to explain, but wherever you click, it'll take the information from that and put it on whatever you're doing. So make sure to put your spacing to 1, by the way. That's important. You can put it to the left. There we go. There we go. Now the sky is slowly disappearing. Just give it a bit of time. Now that the sky is absolutely flawless and there are no clouds or things in the background at all, we are finally ready to apply a lot of color. So pretty much you want to go into your brightness and contrast and make sure that, first of all, it's as bright as humanly possible. Click OK, and then you can go into where is it, hue saturation, and then bump up the saturation. And this is how you get a beautiful image of the sky that is very realistic. And to make it even more realistic, we have to smooth out the grass, okay? Because if it's not perfect, it's bad. Okay, now it's now it's absolutely perfect. We just need a few more adjustments. Yep, there we go. Yep, and now our face, right? So again, brightness and contrast effects to make it really pop, and also you can increase some of the saturation on your face as well. Wow, if I was a child, I would definitely click that right now, but it's going to get even better. You want to increase the size of your face, and usually you would add something like skin smoothing or noise reduction to get rid of all this noise, but I don't know if that's possible in Paint.net. Wait, let me see. Oh look, there's an effect called reduce noise. Oh my god, we're silky smooth. Look at that, guys. And now to make it seem a little bit more normal, we can sharpen it up. So we can use the sharpen effect. There, beautiful. So now you can pretty much reuse this same exact thumbnail template on every thumbnail you do, but what you need to have here on the grass is like some kind of object. So let's get my favorite picture of all time of a guy that I really respect and love, this man right here. And what we can do is actually cut out his face as well. So let's get the eraser and use the exact same technique as we used the first time. And now everything obviously has a lot of color in our photo and a lot of sharpness and a lot of brightness, but not the face. So we have to apply the same effect to the face of the man that I respect and love very much. Oh, look at that. Damn. And always remember, while you can add some actual depth to your image by adding like shadows on your silhouette, don't do it, because that will just darken the image by a fraction and actually make it less likely that children are going to click on it. So now our final composite of the image is complete. Now we just kind of make little final tweaks and make sure that it's absolutely perfect before we set it as our thumbnail. Oh yeah, also one more thing that I actually forgot, and this is the most important trick that you can ever do in a thumbnail ever. There's a reason why you always pose with your eyes wide open and your teeth visible. It's because you want to brighten those areas up when you're editing the image. So let's duplicate our face layer here, and for this one, this layer over it, we want to completely isolate the eyes and the teeth. And we're actually going to do it separately, so we'll add another layer and have one that's the eyes and one that's the teeth. There we go. So isolate Yeah. And now we can isolate our eyes and make them brighter. So let's pull up brightness and contrast. Look, if you look at your thumbnail small, this will actually show the biggest effect. You want to make your eyes as white and contrasted and crazy as possible. And now the teeth. Just apply an effect on that layer. There we go. Yes, very good. Very high quality image right here. Oh yeah, and I also forgot one of the most important things that you can do. I promise this is the last one. If you isolate the eyes, you can go and download this free effect. There it is. You can go into the liquefy effect, right? And then what you can do is actually make the eyes way bigger. Look at that, right? Let's put it. Yeah, very good, very good. And that way people are people are going to notice your eyes more. Because human psychology, it makes it so that when you see image, you are more attracted to human facial features. And then your eye sees it more. And then if you pair that with bright color and a nice image with inspiring men, you can really get a lot of viewers on your thumbnail. What you can do as a final touch is go use the outline object effect. By the way, you can download these plugins, they're free. And then turn the softness all the way up, turn the width all the way up, and then add a bit of a shadow to your face, right? But this is actually bad because it removes from the big color effect that you really want. And because of that, we are not allowed depth in YouTube thumbnails. So that's why we have to cancel it. I am actually so satisfied with this thumbnail that I'm actually going to set it as a thumbnail for this YouTube video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a comment, something, I don't care, and I will see you another time. Goodbye.